Clearly, I'm a fucking masochist. A little over a week ago, I talked about how YouTubers aren't owed money just because they decided to choose YouTuber as a career path. And a few days later, I talked about how large corporations are in the right for defending their property. And today, I'm going to defend a pop song by Robin Thicke and Pharrell. I should just post my address so everyone knows where to bring the pitchforks and torches. So, a few months ago, Robin Thicke and Pharrell lost a copyright case over the song Blurred Lines. You remember that song, right? Of course you do. Fucking thing was everywhere. Tumblr called it a rape anthem, #1 on Billboard for 12 weeks, and ended up at #2 on Billboard's year-end chart, just being beat out by Thrift Shop. The family of Motown legend Marvin Gaye sued Robin Thicke and Pharrell for copying his song Got to Give It Up. So, fuck Pharrell and Robin Thicke stealing from the Prince of Motown. They shouldn't have made money off that piece of shit song anyway. Now, as I've told you, copying things is bad. It's bad when you actually copy things. Had Pharrell, the actual writer of the music, actually sampled or flat out took the sheet music from Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up, and had Robin Thicke sing over top of it, that'd be a problem, and this dose would be completely different. Instead, they made a song that kind of sounded similar but different. The music admittedly an homage to Marvin Gaye and Motown. Well, that admission is basically what cost them. Here, have a listen to the two songs together. Clearly not a sample, assuming your ears work, and clearly not the exact same song. Is it similar? Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not a fucking idiot. It has a similar feel. Hell, that's what they were going for, and they succeeded. So for those of you who don't get all of your news directly from YouTube, you're probably thinking, Buckley, this fucking case happened over a year ago. Why the hell are you talking about it now? Well, because a week or so ago, as part of the appeal that Pharrell and Thicke are working on, over 200 artists lent their name to an amicus brief. This is a thing you can do where you offer your thoughts to a court on a case that you're not a party to, but feel potentially affected by, and wish to offer some information that might help one party or another. The court doesn't have to use it, and normally, this is meant to be unsolicited. But when 200 plus musicians all sign at once, that seems like someone might have got them together. And we're not talking no names either. Members of Linkin Park, Train, Tool, and recording artists like Jennifer Hudson, R. Kelly, Rivers Cuomo of Weezer, and film composer Hans Zimmer. All of these people are or were pretty famous, regardless of what you think of their music or extracurricular activities. And why are they filing? Because court cases set precedents, and precedents can fuck shit up for other people later on. Say this stands. The question is, where does it end? How close is too close? Can you now sue for having a similar feel as something else? This isn't like if Nintendo sued over someone making a Pokemon fan game that uses characters, art, and sounds from Pokemon, that's called Pokemon. This would be like them suing over someone making a kid-friendly RPG where you send creatures to fight on your behalf, and you collect and upgrade your creatures. It'd be like id Software suing over developers making first-person shooters. Or LucasArts suing over someone making a science fiction movie that includes dogfights with spaceships and an overarching good versus evil theme. Steel Panther is a tribute to / parody of 80s hair metal bands. But they've never ripped anyone off. Should Poison, Whitesnake, and Rat be able to sue Steel Panther because they kinda sound like they did? Except Poison, Whitesnake, and Rat never wrote songs about fucking fat girls and how going down on a girl isn't cheating. Never heard Steel Panther. They're fucking hilarious. But, according to this court decision, they should be paying fucking Bret Michaels, and probably a few dozen other artists, royalties. According to this court decision, I shouldn't write and perform rants with humorous commentary in them, because the estate of George Carlin could sue me, despite the fact that I've never copied one of his jokes or routines. There's probably plenty of reasons why I shouldn't do a dose of Buckley, but this is not one of them. So, I never thought I'd say this, but I hope Pharrell, the man who somehow never ages, who wore a hat that looked like he stole it off Dudley Do-Right and stretched it out, the creator of that insufferable Happy song that also wasn't a ripoff of another song, wins his appeal. Not because I care about him winning or losing a few $1,000,000. He has a few $1,000,000 to lose. Fucker's one of the most successful music producers ever. No, I want him to win because if he loses, who's next? It fucks with creativity, with trying to make things that are your own because they might sound like something that's already been made, because realistically, nothing is original. Everything is kinda similar to something. But there's a difference between being inspired and being a thief. And as much as I want to avoid the pun, this case blurs that line, where inspiration can now be considered copyright infringement. Everything you watch, play, read, listen to, copyright infringement. So Marvin Gaye's family has got to give this lawsuit up. You want money? Be as talented as your father was. Or just sit there and collect royalties from your talented father's works, still selling CDs 30 plus years after his death for people to fuck to. But this case, yeah, great. You won a few million more dollars. And in the meantime, possibly open the floodgates for more assholes like yourselves to make money they don't deserve while screwing over people trying to make their own living creating their own shit. Congrats. Meanwhile, the fate of creativity may very well rest in this man's hands.
If you look on page 7, you're going to see a transcription, which are examples 2A and 2B. What are the names of those notes?
I'm not comfortable with this. I mean, I know every good boy does fine in the face, but
what is the duration of those notes?
I'm not comfortable.
So you can't answer the question?
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable.
Well, we're all fucked.